It's a total no for me. It's a total.
Why is that, Deb?
Hey guys, welcome to the Family Chattings podcast. This week we're going to do part 2 of relationships. This week we're going to be talking about interracial relationships. We're going to be talking about would you have a child with a partner who wasn't the same race as you? And also, would you date a female or someone of the same sex? Okay. So I'll start off. I think I've told you lot already that I already dated someone who was Caucasian. It sort of fizzled out. I think it was a bit awkward because I knew him and I knew him from small. So it didn't really last. It was it was stupid. But I hail him up, he hails me up. We keep in contact. When I see his mum, I say hello and everything like that. But yeah, that I don't know. We want to take over.
Can I ask if it was an easy transition for you from dating only black guys to going into dating a white guy?
I was young.
Yeah.
I was young. I was like 19. So it wasn't really a thing where you've been dating black people for so long.
Yeah.
And plus he was kind of black anyway.
Yeah.
He thought he was. Weren't. It's not that he thought he was. He grew up around the black culture.
Around them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your surroundings, your environment of where you are, you sort of pick up everything as you're going along. So I guess he was one of the man them. But
yeah. So would you date?
Would you date? Yeah.
Would I date someone now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I have before, but I don't think I would again.
Why?
I don't know. I think I've tried the different colours and I don't know. For me, I just think now I don't know if it's to do with me being older. I don't know what it is, but I don't think so. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I don't know. I don't have that oomph towards
but you
someone.
might find someone that gives you that oomph. That's
No,
off that race.
unless it's the person that plays for, then no, it's not going to happen. No, definitely
Yeah,
not.
I think
in a white man then, Harley.
Huh?
How did you find it?
Do you know what? I think it was similar to Sholly because they grew up around black. It wasn't totally like, ooh, what's that? You're seasoning the chicken. It was like they knew what it was because that's what they grew up around. But certain things is a bit different. But then for me, I might sound ignorant saying this now. Obviously, I was younger and I didn't have children yet. And I just thought I wanted to guarantee my kids like melanin because I'm not exactly that dark. And I don't know, it was really weird because I just thought when I was visioning kids, I don't know.
It wasn't with a white man.
Yeah, it wasn't. I just thought my kids had melanin and that was going to be it. I just think there was no. I don't know. I sound really bad saying that, don't I? But yeah, no. I don't think I could do it again.
Okay.
it's a total no for me. It's a total.
Why is that, Deb?
I tried to imagine it, and it's a number of factors for me. Really, I can. Oh, I don't know. I think I'll have a part with the sexual part with going with a white man.
The little pink.
It's not even that.
But sometimes you think it in your head.
I've watched. Have you ever watched Naked Attraction on TV?
On Channel 4.
And I've just seen this. They're just so tiny. A lot of them.
That's not necessarily though.
No, because
not necessarily.
I'm not saying. I said some of them
Yeah.
are so tiny, and the ones that get picked on that show are the ones that's got a little bit of length. But I just thought, imagine if I did get a partner, and you're not thinking about that. You know, you're not thinking about that. You're going with the flow, you're dating, you get
But you
to
are
like
kind
each
of thinking
other,
that.
and then you get to that part, and then no, it's a no for me. I wouldn't want to experience that. No. I couldn't.
Sorry.
I just couldn't get past that bit. And I'm not saying I'm overly sexually active, but I would like to, you know, have some, then none.
Oh.
If it's not the right sizing for me. This is what I'm saying for me. I'm not
Yeah.
saying for everybody. I just don't really have that hang up when it comes to black man, because most of the time you don't really get that. But with a white man, you know, I already have to get past all those barriers already, and then I have to get past that barrier. It's not even the pink, Harley.
But say you really like this person, then the only thing that's stopping you is the color of their skin, his skin.
It's not even the skin though.
You
It's not the
wouldn't-
skin for me,
well,
Angie.
all right,
It's the sexual part.
yeah, but
So you're
they,
thinking of the sexual nature of things.
I have to go
Yeah.
past that.
But say
Because
if that white person, say if that person is well endowed.
What
right,
Because
all right.
the
Maybe-
realistically, black
right.
there can be black men with the same thing. It's just because that's not what you've seen. But
I've never experienced that.
there's some
really in a
kinky
black man.
winkies.
I've experienced.
No, I've never seen no black man that's
I've experienced
tiny.
him.
I have.
Well,
I've experienced
Not like
him.
that.
And it's just
Maybe in my
poking out.
teens, but not as I was older. I've never
have.
experienced that.
Mm.
So
No.
it,
Like, it
yeah.
goes like that, 2 minutes, then like that.
No.
Yeah,
I was thinking, Shelona, just the lid. Take the lid off the pen and just hold
No,
the lid.
that's
no. You can't warm up, rise to the occasion, and then when
Yeah.
Caesar goes, look at yourself and what you've done, and you already dropped down.
but I suppose you can, you know, you'd always have a lot of foreplay, can't you? With limited penetration, because that's what you would have to do mostly. A lot of foreplay, 90% really, innit? And 10% of penetration, because it's maybe not for too long.
Mm,
So,
okay.
Angie, yeah, what do you think, Ange?
I think I could personally. I mean, I've never tried it, so I'm saying that now, but I don't know. But I feel like I could. I feel like I could
Okay.
give it a try. If I really like them, I think I could pass it.
Angie's
Yeah.
like the Essex sort of look.
Yeah, and I feel like some of them,
Yeah.
because they do like,
That
not
look.
all of them, but they do like the dates and take you out and all of that.
Yeah.
You can get to know them,
And I
so then
think
you're
it's
more.
something that's lacking, and I don't think we do. I don't think we do dates a lot like how they do dates.
We
I
don't.
No,
No,
I don't think that's necessarily.
we don't go mini
I
girls.
just think it's the kind of men that we've picked up along
Yeah,
the way.
yes, there is.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is that.
And I
yeah,
think
because there's a lot of black men out there that
Yeah,
take you
and
out.
Yeah,
yeah, there are, and I feel like a lot of black women will like, you know, big up the white man, big up the white, you know, the white race when it comes to their relationships and their dating and stuff like that. But you have to remember, we're not a part of it. So to a lot of white women, their men might be full of shit too.
Definitely.
Mm,
Might be
Yeah.
having the same problems that we're having. So I feel like, you know, if you are going into it, go into it with an open mind, because a white man, whoever, might do you
just
wrong.
the same or worse. Yeah.
So I just feel like
Ah.
because we're part of that community, we shouldn't judge and, you know, talk so highly of it because we don't know. Do you know what I
the
mean?
same with girls though. I think like a lot of the time people are like, oh, I might become a lesbian, and it's like there's people I know that they're lesbians and their relationship's still stressful, or they get
Yes,
domestic
Yeah.
issues and all of this kind of
I
stuff.
think
Yeah.
matters. A relationship is going to have some form of problems eventually. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm,
You know, one way to have a relationship. Personally, for me, interracial dating, it's just not for me. And anybody that knows me, family, friends, you know, knows my preference is black men. Whether that's from circumstances, you know, no women in the family have brought any other man home that wasn't black. So that's what I've seen. Whereas the men are more free and more willing to, you know,
to experience that. Yeah.
side and
Mm.
somebody, yeah, but the women haven't done that. And, you know, I guess maybe, yeah, I'd say it's circumstances as well as preference. For me, I just like my black men.
Yeah.
Okay. Jackie?
I don't really have a problem with it, to be honest. You know what I mean? We're all human beings, and what one person don't find, that what one person's not attracted to, somebody else will. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You get good and bad in black, in white, all colours. So if a white man did come along and he was the right white person, I wouldn't really have a problem with it, even though I've never been in that kind of relationship before. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think, Mum, did you finish?
Yes.
Oh. No, I think for me, like this, you know, I'm an overthinker, but I think especially like I have children and I feel a bit like I have a boy, like a black boy, and I just think, like, not to sound ignorant again, like I said, but I just think like a white person, like they're not gonna get the same struggle.
Yeah.
They're not gonna
They're
get
not going to
it.
get the
So
culture
I just
side.
think that the blackness is important. I don't know.
It's probably, you know, like it would be an easier transition to go out with a white person that maybe hangs with black people, has a lot of black friends, and then I think there's understanding there. Or
No, I still don't think they get it 100%.
But they
100%.
yeah.
No, never 100%.
Never.
And there'll be, or you know, maybe somebody who's even just willing to learn, not somebody that just casts your struggles and your issues to the side. Somebody that's actually wants to sit down, listen, and understand you. Personally, I can't bother to go through all of that.
Yeah.
With a black man, there's an automatic understanding. There's things that don't need to be discussed because he and I already know. Do you know what I mean? So
I don't know. I suppose white men are a bit more open than black guys, aren't they? They're more expressive with their feelings.
Again,
but maybe that's got to do with
be so quick to say that. We don't know.
You know, Cerise, I think they're more open because they haven't suffered like our black men had back in the day.
They're more,
and now that's what I said. That's why they're more expressive. They're more open. They're more carefree in life because they don't have to worry about the things that we as black people have to worry about. So that they bring that carefreeness to the relationship because they never really had to understand, because like we said, white privilege, they get all of that, where the black people, you know, when it comes to work, society as a whole, and you having kids, they're not looking after your kids and all of that, you know how they have us already. I just think white men are just more open than black men. I'm not saying some black men can be open, they have got that, but it's a very small percent. Very small percent.
I don't know. I can't agree. I can't say yes and I can't really say no, because like I said, that's not my people. That's not my community. I might go into the community and find actually, you know.
Yeah, but do you find your community open? Because you said that's not your community. What have you experienced
The community, I think the black community is way more open. Probably.
Do you think though?
Probably too open at times. Black people claim everyone. Black people let everybody into our thing. Yet when you might find that you're not getting into certain things, but black people will openly let people come to, you know.
But like I think she means more open.
I mean open in emotional.
Us, like, talking about like
side. We let everybody in except for our own bloody people, Cerise. They're open to let everybody in except for us. They're not open with us, I'm saying. Some of them, I don't want to generalize and put everybody in one boat. I mean, on especially the emotional side, you know, black men are more disconnected. So where white men, they're more open because they haven't suffered what we have suffered back in the days. That's what I'm trying to say. On an emotional level, I'm not saying we don't let in people, because we all let in people. We're the most kind people. We don't mind Indians. We don't mind Chinese. We don't have a problem with anybody.
So that's what I'm talking about.
We don't let in ourselves with one another, our own. Our
I
own.
think
We're all right in accepting other people, but not our own. That's what I mean.
I think it's like passed from the generations though, innit? Because like slavery, for instance, it wasn't actually that long ago. Like I think like time frame wise, there could be like great grannies or great grandmas or whatever that were still in that and grew up in that type of time. So I just think over the time, Black men, you're built different, you're taught different, you have to be different. And the white people over the time, they didn't have to think about that. They had to, like, I just think that's what it is. And I just think like, even though like the generation now, yes, she wasn't directly part of slavery, but like even a few months back, there was some police downstairs and there's a man that owns a shop downstairs, white man. When I say he was in this police officer's face, like in his face, going off on one, cussing him out, swearing, effing, blinding, blah, 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 getting, calm down, mate. Can you calm down, mate? Ash couldn't do that. He did a step forward, you're acting hostile, all of that. It's different. So I just think I do understand, I guess, why they're not as open. But then, like I said, I just think somebody from outside, I think you could imagine that it would not be nice, or I could imagine what you feel, but they just wouldn't get it, because you don't have to be like that. You can shout in the police officer's face, you're all right. You don't have to think about it. I don't know. It's sad, really.
Yeah, really, it is. Yeah.
And then if you say anything too tough, don't pull out the race card. It's like racism doesn't exist. Just doesn't exist anymore. It's just, I don't know, unless you're going through something, not even just racial stuff. I think sometimes people just don't get it, do they?
Yeah, they don't. Just not. Yeah. I don't know. But what about marriages? A lot of interracial marriages, they're mostly divorce rate is very high. Very high. They're normal couples, just white going with white or black going with black. They're very high interracial divorces.
Cultural differences, isn't it? Maybe.
Yeah, that is.
Sometimes
that
when
is.
kids come into the equation, you're going to want to raise them a bit different too. You even down to what you want to name them would possibly be really, really different. Which is why for me, there's many factors why I just wouldn't,
the cultural barrier.
Thing, the traditions and stuff like that. And
you couldn't see yourself naming your child Sally?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It can go in the middle.
Out front.
Yeah, it can go in the middle.
Like I said, it wouldn't get to that stage because it just wouldn't get to that stage. White men don't chat me up anyway. If one was to, you're not going to get the time of day because you're not my type. So it would never escalate to anything with me.
Yeah, I don't know. I know someone that she's dates black men, and then now she's with a white guy, and he's like really good, like really nice, attentive, and does all of that. Like I think what she was not looking for, so to speak, but say what the other men wasn't doing, if that makes sense. He does do it, but obviously could just be a coincidence. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying just that's the answer to everyone's problems. White guy, that's it, everything's fixed. But it does work for some people.
That is how a lot of people feel. That is how a lot of people think. They think they've been through it with black men. I'm going to put that to the side 1 minute and I'm going to go and try a white man, I'm going to go and try an Asian, I'm going to go and try everything else. And I don't really think that's right. I don't believe anybody should just be trying people. Do you know what I mean?
But in saying that, Cerise, you said nobody should be just trying people, but when you're trying with your own people for a very long time and you can't keep kissing so many frogs and you can't keep getting it wrong. We can't keep getting it wrong. So
but if it's not me getting it wrong, then I don't have anything to worry about. At the end of the day, it's just going to be a case that the search continues and I'm going to meet somebody that gets it right. But it is going to be with somebody within my race. I'm not going to think, oh, do you know what? I'm not going to put all black men in one box and say this and that. I do believe that there are some gems out there.
Yeah, there are some good.
Maybe you're just not born yet.
Yeah.
What?
Be very young.
I'm all right then. I'm all right.
Okay, guys. So we just did the debate about interracial relationships. Well, some of you said that you wouldn't come out of the race, so this question might not be for you, but we've all got kids here. Could you see yourself having a child with someone who wasn't the same race as your kids?
No.
If so, if not, why?
I could,
Mine-
but it wouldn't be a white man.
Who would it be?
I like Samoan men. You know how like you
Like
know who I'm
like
talking
Dwayne
about.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Samoan.
I had to work that out.
Polynesian looking men, you know, them like Hawaiian type men.
Thingy, the wrestlers, the
The
twin
wrestlers, the
wrestlers. Yeah.
Usos, yeah. So
I think they still have a black look though. To me,
I think maybe that's why it would be an easier transition for me.
Yeah.
Somebody like that. So yeah, if somebody like that came along, and you know, and tickled my fancy, then yeah, why not? I would.
I don't think I would. Mine's gonna sound like pure ignorance, but
I
I
definitely
don't
would.
think I would.
Someone like that.
I can't. No, mine's gonna sound ignorant. Maybe
But
somebody else. speak.
you won't carry on your seeds.
I just think they're gonna
yeah,
like
it's
they'll
just-
look
I'm with
too
you,
white.
Harley.
Like I can't go
Yeah.
from Nye and Kush and then have
Yeah.
like a curly hair, potentially green-eyed type, that blonde hair. I know, and I don't know. I know it sounds ignorant.
Right.
Yeah.
What about like a different ethnicity, Asian, somebody like that? Let's not keep it just as just black and white. Let's
Right.
broaden it a little bit. You know.
let's
Yeah.
go outside of our
So I
Even if it
feel
was,
like maybe I'd follow Cerise then. What do you say they are? Samoan?
Samoan, yeah.
Yeah, that's just
Okay, so
there's
you'd go down that path.
preferably not, but I know it sounds bad. I just feel like the melanin, like no.
I'm
I
with
just
you,
think
Harley, I
everything
get
else,
you.
it will be too washed out because even like
Yeah, it's too
like
much. Yeah.
Kunai, for instance. Okay, yeah, she's darker than Kush. Kush came out, and I was like, mate, I thought it was going to be a little bit more baked. He wasn't, but I just feel like I can't chance it. Can't
Yeah.
chance. No. So no. At the
Okay.
risk of sounding ignorant.
Mm.
Sorry.
Start the things, just start the things. Ange, Deb, Jack.
I'm with Hardy on that same one. It's all about the, the
melanin.
it's it's all about you're taking that away. We have to produce. We have to. I don't know whether we come back in our forefathers, but if we keep mixing our seeds around, we don't know.
Mm.
Mm.
But no, I don't think that should be. I don't know. It shouldn't really be the main concern. I think if you've fallen in love with somebody and you want to bring a child into the world, I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be a huge concern after a while. Once you
No,
found
it
out
wouldn't once you're in love. And obviously you're pregnant, you want the baby
But I
to
guess
be
it would
healthy.
have to get to that stage. You would have to get to that stage where you gave this person the time of day, to pursue you. But if you're just not going to go there, it's just not going to happen anyway. But
Yeah.
Mm.
Ange,
I don't know because it happened before.
what?
There was like, well, this was obviously when I was younger, but I remember I was dating someone, like literally just dinner date sort of thing. And I just thought he was black, bit brown, that's it. And then he said something and I was like, where are you from? Or where do you think I'm from? And I thought, well, now I'm really confused, mate. You got to tell me. I thought he was just black. He was Asian. And then he started going like, not saying like all Asians, like I don't have anything against Asians, nothing like that. But then he started talking about like his mom and what she'd expect and all this. And I thought, she can expect that, but not from me, brethren. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was just like, no,
Was he
like, obviously that's a,
South Asian?
no. But if to see him face on, he could literally blend into our family. He just looked like a black boy. Like
Yeah,
it was,
a lot of them,
it was mind-boggling to me. But no, he was he was Indian. Like, 100%. Like
Okay.
But yeah, I just knew that I weren't jumping through no hoops for no.
Culturally, it wouldn't have worked.
That's a lot.
No.
Mm.
No.
Yeah.
And
What was the question again?
having a child with somebody outside your race?
Yeah, I think so. I think I could. I think if I really liked the person and it happened, obviously you've got to deal with it, innit? But yeah. I mean, it might look a bit odd because I got some black kids, but yeah, you kind of have to embrace it, innit? I guess. Yeah.
Mother?
I don't think I would have had a problem. Just dolly mixtures, innit? Bit of jelly beans, bit of
Mm.
Well, your kids
You
are
know
your
what I mean?
kids. You love them no
Yeah,
matter what colour they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you would raise them the same as well.
Same, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
that's the thing.
I
I'm
don't
not.
see, as long as,
Go on.
hello?
Go on.
Say that
I
again.
can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I can hear.
Say, repeat.
Harley, would you say something?
No, you finish. What you saying?
Mhm.
No, you said something, so I can't remember.
No,
what
I was gonna say. I
saying
know
now.
that I said like, no, I've got black kids already. But obviously, if the situation occurred, I wouldn't be like, oh my
Yeah,
god,
no.
I'm not gonna like this kid
No,
because you're
no,
gonna be
no.
curly
Yeah,
haired
you
and
be, yeah, your
technically
kids are your
I
white.
don't
kids.
think you wouldn't think about it because
I just
Yeah.
mean if you was to plan it and you could choose,
Mm.
probably not.
of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
I agree.
Because then, to be fair, there's some people out there where if you see the parents, then the child's born, they don't necessarily match what
Look.
you would think. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah, and then
happens, doesn't
there's
it?
some people that have like blended, families where
Yeah.
a black woman has her black kids and she gets with a white man that's got white children,
Yeah.
and then they
Probably
come
true.
together as a family kind of thing. So
They're not called
yeah, I think
Dolly.
it can definitely work.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know though, because I think I just think it's everyone's situation's different. Do you know what I mean? Like you have some and it works totally fine. Then you have some situations. So like, I don't know, my mum, for instance, she was the only mixed race one in her family. So
Yeah.
I
It
just
didn't work.
don't know how well truly you can just mix in with something else, because like in speaking to like my mum's family, there's some of them that are like, no, it was very clear she was treated different. And then you have others that are in denial, like, oh no one treated her different. No one even knew she was different. Well, why was she different? And they think that because she was pale, she had the curly hair, she had the more gingery type look, and it was to do with her complexion. So obviously my complexion is from my mother, but it's not, oh, you're light, oh no, everybody thinks you're white. It doesn't work like that. So it's like for her growing up in a place that was just white, and then I think people denying that you're treated any different when clearly you was. I just think for me in my head, I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like if you're like you're mixed or whatever in the black community, I just think that like I feel a lot more comfortable than if I was to just be around in the white. And although they like do you get what I mean? I don't think that you can just fully blend integrate you and your black kids. I don't know. But that's obviously because
there will be times where you feel like you don't belong.
Yeah. And it's just little things like,
yeah, it's just little things. Sometimes just a crack in a joke and you don't get it.
Yeah, and because it's not funny,
and you're sitting there like yeah. So yeah, I get it.
Obviously, when you go on.
No, I was just gonna say with me, like even like not that long ago, it was obviously like before the lockdown. I remember my white auntie, she was really upset. And basically she was talking about me and the kids to someone at work, like, yeah, my niece is meant to be coming down with my great nieces and nephew, like really excited about it. And then she's like, oh, do you have a picture of them? So she shows this woman the picture. She's like, oh, that's your niece. So I just think that, I don't know how to explain it. For somebody in this day and age, that's your reaction. Oh, that's your niece. Oh, like those are the kids kind of things. Like we're some sort of mongrels. I just think that it's back in the day, like when my mum was younger or whatever, how can you act like she was just accepted? There's no possible way. And I think, like I said, because she was paler and had the curly gingery hair, it was like, oh no, she was all right. Like, no, for me personally, like I said, I don't know how well you can just blend and accept and no. I don't see it happening for me.
Yeah.
Sorry. I've got another question, Sean.
Not about the kids aspect. Anybody else want to bring in anything? Anybody else want to bring in anything? No. Deb?
No.
Okay, let's move on to the last. Well, Yeah, let's move on to the next topic. Could you see yourself dating someone of the same sex?
No.
No, in this wait, can I finish?
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
in this day and age,
Mhm.
a lot of I'm gonna say females because I'm thinking about the
Niecy
ones
Nash.
in school. Yeah, and
Yeah.
after watching the Niecy Nash interview
Niecy Nash.
with Jada
Mhm.
Pinkett
Yeah,
around the
Pinkett.
red on the red table.
What's that?
Yeah,
Yeah, but Harley, just listen. Shh.
Sorry.
yeah.
So after watching the interview with Niecy Nash and her wife, her husband, as she calls her,
Yeah,
Mm.
her husband.
around the red table with Jada Pinkett and Willow and the mum. Niecy was married twice before she married her husband. She was with a pastor for her first marriage where she had her 3 kids, and then the second marriage with another man, and then obviously the last one is with a female. So she was saying that obviously she never thought that
You
or
never
she never had
fancied
any
women.
feelings in that she would want to
Yeah.
date a woman, let alone get
Yeah.
married to a woman.
Mhm.
And obviously growing up in the church where there's a big,
Stigma.
about same-sex relationships and stuff like that, she didn't think that would be her calling. But obviously you love who you love, innit?
Right.
And she just happened to fall in love with a female, and it's quite prominent now in this day and age where a lot of people are coming out as bisexual, gay, or LGBTQ plus.
They're promoting it. They're promoting it.
It's a lot of it. So could you yourself, after being with men all this time, do you think you could see yourself dating a woman? Who wants to go first?
I'll go
If I
first.
may.
Go on, Jack.
Okay.
No,
Why?
it's just because I don't have no attraction for a woman like that.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
couldn't see
same.
myself with a woman.
Mm.
It's just not in my makeup to think, oh, I don't desire them in that way. I might see one and she looks pretty, or they might have a good shape or have nice clothes on, but that's about it. And that's it for me. It's definitely no.
Yeah, same for me. I've never seen a woman and found her sexually attractive.
Yeah.
Women and thought stunning, visually beautiful.
Beautiful.
Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? But the desire to pursue something, lay with them, that has never. No, it's just not for me. Same as my mum. I think it's in my makeup. I don't even like touching my own vagina. Can't imagine having to deal with somebody else's. Do you know what I mean?
Every week.
She's gonna have everything I get, you know what I mean, ovulation, periods, and I don't want to be dealing with somebody else's, you know what I mean, ting them way. So, but like I said, you know, I see women that I think they're beautiful. I can always say that a woman is pretty and whatever, but sexually, there's never been an attraction for me and other women. Yeah.
It was it was a touch in my own front for me.
It's true.
Yeah, no, I agree with Jack and Cerise. It's not, I can see women and think like you're very gorgeous or your body's nice and stuff, but it's not, I don't have that connection like
there's no sexual
to a
desire
man.
there.
No, and I can't see it.
Deb?
That's a no for me. But you know, watching the red table was an eye opener, really, because she didn't just go into it like
that.
Like that. She didn't just go into. It's a beautiful story. It was a beautiful way.
It is.
And I really felt happy for them. And that I don't know, maybe one more man turned me off. I might just start going that way myself. So it's 50-50 with me now.
Okay.
It's 50-50 with me.
Okay.
And-
I hear you. I hear you.
I've got a friend who's now in a relationship with a woman, and she couldn't be happier, if I'm honest. And it makes me happy to see her happy.
Yeah, because
Do you
when
know
I
what I
saw
mean?
the
Yeah.
Mm.
She was in a really long relationship with a guy, and you know, he put her through it, and she really did try with him. But yeah, when she told me, she was like, "Oh, you know, I've got a girlfriend now and stuff like that." And that was a good. They've been together a good few years, and they traveled together and stuff like that. And she's really, really happy in it. So you know,
Yeah,
for some people, it works out, and
Yeah.
you can
that's
only
what
really
other people I'd
be
be
happy
happy
with
for.
them. Yeah.
Angie?
No, as you've all said, there's a lot of attractive women. Like Eva Marcel, she is beautiful.
Yes.
You?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, she's hot. But no, I haven't got that feeling of I could, the sexual feeling's not there, but she is an attractive woman.
Yeah. If I see a pretty woman, I can stare at her all day.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean anything. I just like the way you look.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's
There's some.
I'm with Debbie. I'm 50-50.
You 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm 50-50.
Okay.
I can see a woman. But I don't know if I could go that far.
Oh, that's it.
Right.
That's the only thing. Because as you said, you can look at a woman and say, you're hot. You understand? But I don't know if I can put myself in that position where I'm eating your carpet. I don't know if I could do that. I'm just saying.
But sometimes you might not have that role.
You
might not have that role.
You might not. Obviously, there's different types of lesbians. You know?
You're right.
I don't know if I would want another woman to touch me like that.
Oh, okay, then that's the thing. Maybe that's a barrier that you would have to, I guess.
I don't.
Overcome. Same with my friend. She said she had to.
I couldn't imagine a woman kissing up on my breast. I just couldn't imagine a woman kissing up on my breast. No, you know what I mean. But
this is like rubbing down a woman's head. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean. But maybe because we're thinking about it, it's not so. You know, just like interracial relationship, it's not so hard once you're in it. You're not really thinking about those kind of things.
I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is, because at the end of the day, love is love. I mean, you can love whoever you want. I don't really care. Do you understand? I know quite a few gays. I know quite a few lesbians, and it doesn't change the person who they are.
No, they're still them.
It's just obviously what they do in the bedroom is what they do in the bedroom. It's their decision. It's their choice. Same thing with me. Whatever I do in my bedroom, I do. If I want to have a sex swing, I would have that. I would rip down the ceiling afterwards. But it would be okay. Do you know what I mean?
Because
you understand?
Yeah.
I don't really. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, we and none of us can really say never, because obviously we say never about a lot of things, and things happen that we say never about. Do you get what I'm saying?
I guess so.
Yeah, true. But I think when you know yourself, I think you know that there's
I'm sure Nisi thought she knew herself as well, because she's never been attracted to women before.
No, she was in her marriage long, never ever. Yeah.
She knew this woman a long time, didn't she?
Yeah.
Did they have an inkling?
No,
they just worked together. No, none of that. It was no flirting, none of that.
Nothing like that. No touchy feeling, nothing.
No, nothing.
I like how you look, or anything.
Or nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
But she was actually on that program
that then start to creep then.
She was on that.
There must have come a time that Nisi saw her and thought, you know what?
She did. The time, what did she say? She invited her home for a movie. Was it a movie? To watch
just as a
movie. And they were just sitting down, chilling on the sofa. And I think she said she put her hand at the back of the gal's neck. And the girl was like, oh, what's going on here? And I think Nisi said she got up to drink, and then the girl was like, oh, I'm going home. And then Nisi gave her a kiss on the cheek.
And then she said she would go to bed.
She would go and lie down, because it wasn't like a peck. It was like a kiss on the cheek, she said. That's what she said. It's like a kiss on the cheek. And then the girl was like, do you want to go lay down? and
Yeah.
like she lay
That's where
down
it
and
went
never
from
got
there.
up.
And the rest is history. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
what, don't you have to have something, and not so, like, okay, she never previously dated girls, but you have to have something in you. Like,
In you
I've
already.
been in a
Yeah.
club, for instance,
even in that
and a girl
moment.
dancing too close to me. I don't like it. You know, like you see friends and they're
Mm.
dancing with each other. I
Yeah.
don't like it. Like, I don't. So I just think
But feelings and
kind of
emotions, feelings and
actually,
emotions change all the
something.
time. Feelings and emotions change all the time. You're never the same
Mm.
person as you was yesterday.
You're right about
No,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Mm.
Some people
But
stay
I'm
the
saying,
same.
like I'm saying,
Some
that even
people
if there
stay
was
the same,
no,
but then you're stagnant. You're just
Yeah, but
You
some
have
people,
to move. You have to move.
there's no
Yeah.
growth.
No, but your life changes and feelings, stuff like that change. But something like, I don't know,
But you don't know
your
exactly.
sexuality,
but
I
then
just
I
don't
think
think
this
you can
comes
just change
into play
that.
where, you know, I think,
But she kind of looked
you
like
know,
a Mando anyway, so
She does,
Very
innit?
much so. Oh
I,
my.
I suppose it's a bit
sometimes
easy for them. She looked like the
it's
man.
easier to move
Mm.
into it. Yeah, with a, you know, if you're going into a same-sex relationship with the person, but that person carries themselves manly,
Yeah,
like,
because
you know,
she,
like a man. I guess it's
Yeah.
easier to move into it because it's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, you're not really girly. You don't do the makeup. You don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'd be,
Yeah, I think
so it'd
that's-
be easier to go with a stud than it would be to go with a, I don't like the labels, but the stud then to go with a femme.
That's what I'm saying.
think
yeah,
I
because there's
get it
different
now.
types of lesbians. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I have the people you're talking about. I don't actually know who you're talking about. I don't watch Red Table. I don't know. So in my head, I'm imagining a woman like a woman that's girly like me. Like I just
No,
what
no,
are you
this
doing?
one wasn't.
But
Yeah.
then I don't know. Maybe a stud
Mhm.
one because they act like a man. So it's like you're not consciously you might be thinking of their
Thinking,
flirting
yeah,
or
yeah,
the way they are.
yeah.
You're not thinking of their front basically. But like what's that rapper? Is it not Remy? What's her name? Young M.A. She's quite manly. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I would
Yeah.
okay, I get
Mm.
it. I thought I was just
yeah.
thinking, do you know what I mean? Like I just think if
Yeah.
you're I couldn't imagine like a girl like me trying to be like, oh, you know, it just
You're
wouldn't come
nice,
across
you're
as
se-
flirty.
yeah,
It would come
yeah.
across like maybe she's the drunk girl in the
She's just
toilet.
paying you a
Just
compliment.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm, mm,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I hear you.
yeah.
Mm.
Anybody got any questions? Anything they want to fling out there?
I have. When you know, obviously, if like over time people's sexuality is able to change, do you believe, you know, gays when they say, "Oh, I was born gay," because people are obviously consciously making the choice to become gay.
Now, yeah.
I think
So, what is your opinion
I kind
on
of
that?
think you're born now, you're born.
So,
I
do you
think
believe
so.
that somebody can be
Sexually?
born gay?
I think so
I
because
don't
If
think,
people are consciously making the decision every day to date their to
I
date
mean, you
the
like
same
who
sex
you
as
like,
them.
innit? You like who you like.
and
But that doesn't
sometimes
come with that. I don't believe that's how that it comes with how you were born. I think these are just choices that you're deciding to make
But
them.
I don't think a person that's 4 years old can choose if they're gay or not.
But there are people that say I was born gay. They knew they were gay from like 5, 6.
Well, some
How?
I
people
worked
do.
with a
Some
guy
people
like
do. Some
that.
people are not attracted to the opposite sex and they like what they like.
And
Right, but that's what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
that's
then
most people
if
under
are
the age
making
of
the
14,
decision,
Shinola. That's
if
most
people are
people,
making the
they're a bit
decision to date,
confused. Yeah, sorry,
that's
Cerise.
what I'm saying. If you're making
Yeah.
the choice, if you're then able to make the choice later on down life like me, I'm straight. If I decide, you know what, I'm gonna date a female. I've made
But
that
then,
choice. I
but then
can't
that
then
could
say
be the
once I'm
same.
in that relationship, I can't say I was born gay.
But then
I
that could
wasn't.
be the same for them, though. Yeah, they might have been. That's how they're born, but
I,
as they've grown, they might not
No,
give you
don't.
that sex anymore. You think it's a choice?
but some
then
of them, because of
but
the
then you're
era, they hide
choosing
it
to,
more.
I guess you're
Like,
choosing to. If later on down the line your sexuality changes, then you've made the choice, correct, to come out of the sexuality you was in.
but some of them do it
You can't continue
like
to
a
then,
denial because remember, like it's now that it's promoted, but like back in the day, it wasn't okay to be gay. So a lot of them were hiding it and having families and having kids because I don't know, that's what you do. And then it gets to a time where it's like I'm allowed to come out and
Yeah, now
they
yeah,
do. Do you get what I
understand.
mean? I don't know. And I think like there's like when I was like working in the hairdresser, for instance, I remember a gay guy that I worked with, really lovely guy. And like, I didn't know him from childhood, obviously. I just met him when we started working together. But in speaking to like his mum and stuff like that, as a child, he just moved kind of different to, I guess, what you say a typical boy sort of thing. He was like always wanting to put on his mum's stuff and wanted to play with the little sisters things, and he just moved different, if you get what I mean. So I feel like in that respect, I guess him saying he was born that way, he must have been, because he just moved different. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I know a guy that, at the school that I work at. He's both of his mum and dad. No, his mum and dad left. Who was that? Ange?
Just keep
Yeah.
going there.
All right. His mum and dad was no longer together, so the mum started dating a woman from he was 2, and he turned out proper gay. But I thought that was part because he saw that the mum was lesbian from 2 until he reached practically 16, 18 when he left school, and he's gay. So I don't know. I wouldn't say he was born gay, but maybe after growing up with his mum.
Sometimes,
Maybe
do you think it can be circumstances, what you're seeing?
it can be circumstances. Yeah, because you know, a lot of people, it's abuse. It's abuse. A lot of people suffer abuse. It's their upbringing, it's the wrong upbringing, and all kind of things that, you know, if you suffer abuse from a man day in, day out, you don't even want a partner when you get older sometimes. You're not even really interested. Maybe that's what they start looking at. They start looking at women, you know, because they've had the abuser all these years, which was a man, and it's hard for them to put themselves over the next man. So it is circumstance. It could be
Sometimes
abuse.
it's
It could be a number of factors.
Yeah, it could be a lot
Maybe
of things.
still, I do think some people might be born like that.
Okay.
I think it depends on the situation. I just think it's like with anything, it just can be, everyone's different, innit?
Yeah, I think everybody's situation is individual. So
Yeah.
You are the way you are.
yeah.
With the young people though, some of them, I do think, I might sound
It's a
ignorant
trend.
again.
It's a trend.
Yeah, and it
fashion.
seems like it's been pushed on them,
Definitely.
because I feel like a lot of the time, kids go through that stage of boys stink. Oh my God, I don't want to play with girls. Like, does that make sense? And it's like now, because of how everything is and some of the things that we create, it's like, so if they think, oh, I don't want to play with the girls, it's like, oh, maybe I'm gay. Like, does that make sense? Like, I think whereas before it was just boys sometimes go through that stage where they don't want to play with girls. Nayama sometimes
I don't even think it's the fact that it's being pushed. I just think that a lot of people are thinking that it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
A lot of people are just thinking that it's cool, and a lot of people, everybody wants to be on the in crowd. Nobody wants to be individual and be that person that's just different, not willing to jump on the bandwagon. You know what I mean? So I just think it's, you know, whether it's peer pressure or you know, something that they just, you know, feel like they just want to be a part of just because. It could even be that.
Yeah, it's that.
I can, you know what, I can more take experimentation over you feeling like you just need to be doing this. If you have it in you that you want to sexually experiment, go and experiment. I don't care. But if you're doing it for the sake of, if you're doing it because of what the others are, because others are doing it, that's when I have a problem. Because you're not being individual, you're not being yourself.
Yeah, you're following. Yeah,
you're following.
It's their choice, though. It's their choice.
You know, it is. Well, it is their choice. But when you got, you know, 7 friends,
going to be the head.
and
there's going to be
all 7 are suddenly gay, you have to think, well, what how?
Yeah, from year 7, you can see it.
In a friend group, you don't get everybody the same.
Yeah.
But now I'm noticing that.
But I think that's just with everything. Maybe, I don't know, the social medias, whatever, like a lot of people look the same. If they go for the plastic surgeries, they want that same look. Like everyone looks the same, they dress the same. The boys are wearing them tight up legging type, holding onto their balls and not letting go of the ankle type trousers. It's too much. It's just, they know what I mean? No one's just thinking, oh, do you know what? I'm going in the shop and I like that jeans there, let me get it. It's just they're all looking
That's what I'm saying.
the same. It's like the social media.
You can't even wear your favorite pair of shoes anymore because you feel like someone's going to laugh at you. It's just silly. So I think it is mostly to wanting to be on the in crowd, wanting to be, you know, just wanting to be in, not wanting to be the one that's, you know, different and left and maybe potentially get left out.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's the social media though. It's too much. it's gone
Yeah,
too
the
far.
telly, everything, they're just promoting it. It's promoting everywhere. That's it.
Yeah.
The schools are rampant for that. They start from year 7 now. Year 7.
Mm.
I
Okay.
saw,
I mean,
I saw
I
two,
don't.
two girls kissing on the stairs. Year
Why do
9.
you why do you not say that it's promoting though?
Because
That's what
the
I would say. I wouldn't
television.
say it's promoted.
I wouldn't say
Yes,
it's
it is,
promoting,
Cerise.
no, because
They're doing more television.
Debbie,
No,
the individuals
no.
themselves, and if they like, we can't listen. We live in a society where everybody's different. Everybody does their own thing, or some people do the same thing. But in terms of relationship, we've grown up and known that heterosexual is supposed to be the right way. Yeah, man and woman to procreate and so forth and so forth. But
I wouldn't even say that though. I
no,
wouldn't say
wait,
that
hold
we-
on. No, but that was the
Yeah,
whole
go
point
on.
in the Bible. It says for man and woman to
Yeah.
reproduce and think
Yeah,
of-
yeah.
and then in the Bible it also says about the gay thing is not right. But there's gay people, so you can't
There's
have
been gay people
you're gonna have
since the beginning of
Hollyoaks that
time.
playing only heterosexuals doing the thing, but there's gay people, so their community is not really being noticed.
But don't
Yeah,
you
but
find
why
that they
does
make it
Why does it
saucier?
need
Why?
to? Yeah, but
That's
why
why-
does it need to be noticed?
But
Why?
then it'll be the same as why does a heterosexual relationship need to be noticed?
Because
Basically, it's
you
a
see,
case
this is
of-
our problem, Shinola. No, wait. This is our problem. Everything is acceptable now. This is it. Look what you've just said.
Yeah, but
Look, wait. I
Maybe.
haven't finished. Everything is acceptable. So now that's going to be gay. Then it's going to be something else. And we all move from the way things used to be. And it's going to be this new world. And look what it is. It's destructive.
But I hear
Nothing-
what you're saying. Don't get me wrong.
Everything is acceptable.
Don't get me wrong. I hear what you're saying. Don't get me wrong.
Mm.
I understand that obviously the man and the woman, that's how it's supposed
I'm not
to
saying
be.
there's nothing wrong with gay people.
I'm
you
not
know?
saying there's anything
I-
wrong with gay people. You
That's
love
the-
who you
yeah.
love. I don't care.
Yeah,
Do
that's
your
what I'm
thing, you get
saying.
me?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, in the society in which we live in now, they want everybody to be inclusive. So they're gonna
That's what I'm saying.
they're
They're
gonna
trying
bring
to
in things
represent
that we might not
everyone.
think we might not like, but there's people that are like that are that way. So they're gonna have to bring it in so that they feel inclusive.
That's what I'm saying. I think everybody, the media and everything with everybody, the uproar, again, the fake outrage. I think they're just trying to represent everyone. Didn't you
Yeah,
notice?
but in saying that,
It's around Christmas time. All the adverts had
Had
interracial
Black people
couples.
in it. Yeah.
There was a bunch of black people.
Yeah, but
and
you
there
see-
was a lot with
I get it, but
interracial
I just
couples.
think they don't do
They're
it
trying
right.
to-
Like I think they
no, you
obviously,
see, they
gay
try to
people
represent
exist,
everybody. They do
but-
everything right like that. But when it comes to black and black, no one's representing. But they can
No,
represent, trying to put. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, because they were really and truly a black love between a man and woman isn't advertised regularly.
It's not. It's not. Yeah.
It's not.
It's what
They
the
want to
thing is.
include everybody. Want to include black people,
Pardon?
Shinola. We're
It's
not
what-
being
Again?
included. There's
In the
sites
media-
past everything else.
In the
Mhm.
media, it's what is the in thing at the moment. That's what
Well,
it
black
is.
people have
When-
been
when
in
is
long
black
time
Me
ago.
last year was all
They
about
haven't
the
been
George
promoting
Floyd
us.
death and everything like that. So, and black people trying to come together for this Black My Lives Matter movement. And then you got all them adverts for the Christmas thing. And then you
Who
got
did you say is dead?
uh,
And then there was outrage.
Would you say
over
Lord
and then
Sugar?
there was
advertisement.
outrage because of it. Do you
What do you say,
understand?
Lord
the
Sugar?
advertisement. There was a black family in the Sainsbury's advert.
Yeah, there was
And everyone was
outrage in
upset and
that.
said
And you
that
had
that's
a lot
not
of people that
Christmas.
wanted to boycott Sainsbury's because of the black
Sainsbury's for
advert.
that. But that's what I'm saying. Why
Most of
it's
the
okay for everybody else?
supermarkets last year had black actors doing the thing.
But even the year
I
But
think
before
that's
that,
what I
there was
mean.
the
They don't
Tesco
do it in
one.
moderation properly. Like
The Tesco
you-
one had the Muslim family, and people were saying, why are they in it? They
Yeah,
don't celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
Some Muslims don't shop around Christmas time.
yeah.
They don't do their food shopping too.
But you, but you can't say that. You can't say that the Asian people are all Muslims.
yeah.
No, but
Yeah, they're not.
She had in the hijab in the advertisement, so I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I
understand what
can
you're
only
saying.
assume either, whatever she was Hindu, you know what I mean? But they didn't want her in it. But I'm like, surely around this time, they're still doing their food shopping too.
Yeah, everyone's
Why
Yeah.
are you complaining about these people being in these advertisements? If you're going to represent everyone.
This
But
is
do
what I'm
it
saying.
do it correctly.
This is what I'm
That's
saying.
what I
Cyril.
say, and they don't do it in
see, what did
moderation.
Cerise just say? If you're going to represent everyone, that is representing everyone. If you're having a gay person in the show.
Yeah, but that's fine. But I just think like
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. That's not what I'm saying. But it needs to be equal.
Good, that's
Yeah.
it, Cerise.
It
Yeah.
needs, I would love to see an
Got 1 minute
advertisement with
30.
a black man loving on his black woman. Why?
Well, yeah.
Why
What's
not?
Yeah.
wrong with that?
But we're not seeing that regular.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
We're
What?
seeing the interracial couples with the two
Yeah.
mixed race kids in the TUI advertisement rapping terribly. And then when they do put a black advertisement, there's outrage. Why? Because you can't relate. You can't
Yeah.
relate just a family sitting around the dinner table at Christmas time. How can you not relate?
You're right.
You don't need to be black to relate to that. Surely you've sat around the table and had a meal with your family.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
So if you're going to
Yeah.
represent and if you want everybody to be included, do it correctly and
Yeah.
include everybody.
But then it's the public that are reacting to it.
It's white media.
There you go.
Them that is
It's white.
this is
Them.
going to
To just
cut
call
off
it what it
in
is.
about
It's
30
white media.
seconds.
Okay.
So
Wrap it up.
we're going to
we'll
wrap it up. So thank you
Okay.
again for coming.
You're welcome.
Again, next week we'll do another one. And then we'll go back to the regular 2-week fortnightly viewing.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Okay.
thank you guys for coming. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed your evening. Have a happy Good Friday. Eat some more bun and cheese. And if you've got any more fish, please eat it also. Have a blessed weekend, guys. See you next week.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.